So for this video, we're going to take a look at General Hawk. He is number 103 in the G.I. Joe Classified series line. The character that started my adventure into the G.I. Joe toy line is going to be General Hawk. This particular version of General Hawk. So as reference to the General, we have my 3.75-inch figure in this video. So the items that is included with the action figure that I consider as fluff are going to be the two long weapons. The Benelli 12-gauge automatic shotgun and the M203 grenade launcher, because those are weapons that you assign to specialists. Why would you give a general those two weapons? So what I used in this Kitbash is just going to be the helmet, the two goggles, the two pistols. Well, actually I already replaced the pistols because this is something that I could use later on. But the other thing that I also considered as fluff is going to be the chest harness or the holster, because take a look at that. This is a very disappointing piece, because when you attach the M17 pistol or the Sig Sauer P320 or the M17 in the US Army, it really bulks up the chest. This is a very bulky piece, and the thing that this is not attached to the shoulder strap that also irks me most, because it's going to just flap around like this. It doesn't complement the action figure, so I took this out and replaced it with another chest harness and another pistol. So if I were to design my own General Hawk in 6-inch, it's going to be this way. Okay, so gone with the green helmet, in with the brown Pascat helmet with goggles, of course. So I changed the handsets from the black gloved handsets to the bare hands handsets, because somehow the gloved handsets did not complement the action figure. It was black and it dampened the look of the action figure, made it really dark. So with the change in handsets, immediately we have contrast to the action figure, so we could enjoy more of the details. And instead of the black pistol chest harness, that's the thing that I also did, was to convert it into a brown pistol harness, because the black would always dampen the rest of the action figure. Okay, so this is from G.I. Joe Classified series Recondo. The helmet would come from Tiger Force Bazooka. The backpack that comes from Recondo. The pistol comes from Marvel Legends. And the pouch on this side, that comes from G.I. Joe Classified series Firefly. So I did a modification on my Firefly figure too, and I just cut the pieces that I wanted to reserve for future builds like this. So this pouch now is of use to this action figure, because the General Hawk figure has pistols but does not have spare ammunition. Okay, so that is even not present in the original action figure, the 3.75-inch action figure. We have pouches, but that really does not resemble magazine pouches for the pistol. So what I did was to put a 3-mag pouch on the pistol belt of the General. Okay, so let's take a look at the General up close and personal. So these are the changes. So up close and personal, actually the color of the helmet really matches the brown jacket. So the parts of the action figure that contrasts those brown color is going to be the head unit, the neck, and the collar. Okay, So taking a look at that chest harness, it sits close to the body as possible, giving it a very realistic look instead of the one that was included with this action figure, wherein when you place the pistol into the chest harness or the pistol holder, and the plastic starts to expand because of the pistol, it really throws off the balance of the action figure. So it was just way too bunched out on the chest of the action figure that it did not really look good. Well, to me personally, that's it. So my point might be different from yours, but that's the reason why I changed the pistol rig for this figure. And the thing that I also did was to cut off the excess length of the holster, the one that is attached to the pistol belt, because this is a subcompact. Actually, they're the same pistols. So let's take the other one out, and yep. So those are from Marvel Legends. So something different, something that's going to complement, spice up the color of the gear of the general. Anyway, he isn't the lowest ranking soldier, he is the highest ranking, so he could choose whatever he wants to personally carry. So that could be his personal firearms, not government issued. Okay, so this is the up close and personal look at those pouches. They're green, somehow still matches the color of the pants and the backpack. So the backpack, I would have welcomed this better than these two pieces. Well, anyway, since we have a lot of extra backpacks, since we customize action figures, so we could assign this to my General Hawk, or my version of General Hawk. So with regards to articulation points, well, nothing really has much changed with G.I. Joe Classified series. So pinless joints, but the biggest change actually is going to be on the shoulder joints. So I think it's going to differ from figure to figure, but take a look at this. So seeing this is something that I also, this really annoys me. So that shoulder piece, because actually it's just way too small, but if it was way too big, it would not also allow for this kind of articulation point, wherein actually this is already a changed system, wherein it's a ball joint for the arm, something that you could see from a McFarlane DC Multiverse action figure, and it's actually very easy to pop out. So if you're familiar with taking your McFarlane DC Multiverse action figures apart, that joint is the same. Actually, pull it apart, it's going to give way. But I already exchanged that piece to this part, that piece to this part, still the same. But I was just thinking, what was the rationale for having that very small piece? And yep, if it's going to be really according to the cavity, shoulder cavity, it's going to limit articulation point, I think. So the ball is not going to have much space for this joint movement. Well, actually, change in design, I really welcome this change in design because it's easier to take the figure apart. But with regards to mixing and matching action figures, that is where it's going to be a drastic change, because the older figures that we have won't be compatible with the newer figures that Hasbro is putting out right now, which has that kind of shoulder connection system. So since winter is coming, this is going to be the change of general in my display. So it's going to be the winter general in my G.I. Joe Classified Series collection. But for the meantime, this is going to be my General Hawk. Since this is not my first General Hawk action figure, I already previously kitbashed a General Hawk action figure, so this is it. So this is my first kitbash General Hawk figure. So something that is available in my action parts bin, so I made up with this conglomeration using the Lieutenant Falcon head sculpt. So the change in the helmet, so that helmet before came from this action figure, so now that helmet rests on this action figure. So this is my updated version, or version 1 of General Hawk. So Winter Hawk, Summer Hawk. If you like this review, like, comment, and subscribe to help me grow my channel. And see you on the next action figure or custom action figure review.